Hello there everyone. We've had a little break. Most of the teams have already gone well-deserved vacation mode, but there are still a few of them who will have to play in the AEM Cologne playoffs. In the meantime, I have prepared the most interesting news from the pro scene. So, buckle up, there will be no time to stop, even for a second. Let's start with the fact that, as always, the HLTV rating was updated on Monday evening, and now Na'Vi has regained the first position in the world. They beat FaZe by 20 points. In fact, the team that will go further in Cologne will get the status of the best team in the world for the next month, or even more. Because the tournaments will begin only at the end of August, and until that moment, the HLTV top won't change drastically. In general, not only a lot of money and a cup are at stake, but also the prestigious status. Another interesting thing about the rating update is that 00 Nation immediately took place in the top 20. And let me remind you, Paul Zera teamed up with Taco just a couple of weeks ago and immediately demonstrated such a result. The Brazilian CS is gaining momentum, and the Turkish CS community has stopped for a while. Only recently they replaced Calyx. Now it's Flau's turn, but the most interesting thing is that Paz has come to take his place, and in fact, we have the same Space Soldiers 2.0 lineup going here. Even the coach was changed in honor of this. Some more interesting news from the transfer market are related to Dexter. He wrote in his Telegram channel that he had already decided where he would continue his esports career and would talk about everything in the near future. Then, Overdrive was ahead of Dexter and wrote that it looked like it would be OG. I really don't know what will happen to Montu, but it looks like they liked playing with Abdul next set a little more. How do you like this option? He will turn from a stand-in into a full-fledged member of the team. By the way, about the same thing is happening now with the Yekinder. Together with their new team, they reached the Cologne playoffs. But the most important thing is that it looks like all the players are deeply satisfied with this new lineup. This is what Yekinder himself says. Probably initially, I didn't think about moving to Liquid, but now that we have made it to the playoffs, I don't even know what will happen next. Maybe if I have the opportunity, I will stay in the team. It seems to me that due to the peculiarities of the training process in America, OC did not have much motivation before I joined the team. Now he asks me a lot of questions, strives to get better, stays playing with me late and always listens when I say something, and tries his best to understand me. Of course, Elige too. He's the most experienced player in the team. I think I gave him the opportunity to develop further by showing a different look on the game. He's also very motivated, plays a lot and often asks questions. If he doesn't understand something, he can always come up and ask. These two players impressed me the most. Of course, Noth and Nitro are also great, each one of them. Nitro and I worked long nights to get that squad ready for this tournament. All these words were confirmed by the coach of the team. Yekinder helped Elijah to find a new role. He also proved himself to be a great caller in the team. Being a stand-in, he took responsibility and teaches a lot to both the guys and me. So now, I can't even imagine what should happen so that they won't buy him out. And what do you think? Should Yekinder stay in Liquid? Or is it possible to find a more interesting team? For example, G2, which seems to be getting closer and closer to the reshuffles. Now, many media outlets have begun to say altogether that G2 is going to remove Alexi B and Coach Extos from the team. These are quite logical changes if you really think about it, considering what results this superstar team has been showing lately. Even before these rumors, Carlos, their CEO, wrote, "It sucks to realize that you're starting a summer vacation in CSGO when you are in the worst possible shape. There are a lot of things I have to think about." However, as soon as this news about the imminent reshuffles began to go all over the internet with incredible speed, Carlos and Extos wrote that it was all fake. Only now, no one really believes them anymore, because Carlos wrote the same thing about Monacy. "We're not buying him out, that's all fake news." And then a week later, "Meet our new player." So, everyone has already seen this type of behavior a million times, and it seems that everything in fact leads to big reshuffles. But who is in mind to replace them? Well, if we are talking about sensible captains, there is Boombl4, and it seems like Valde is still sitting around without a team. And there's also Shox. He captained in G2 one time. Well, the same Hooksy as an option. He managed to bring Copenhagen Flames to the major. Alex freed himself from Fnatic. Friends, what do you think? Who is the best fit to replace Alexi B? Or will there be no replacements at all? Write in the comments, we will discuss. But the news doesn't end there either. As you probably know, Amanek has been sitting on the G2's bench all this time, but now, according to Nell, he will be signed by LDLC, where he will revive the French CS. And finally, one story, which is again connected with Boombl4's wife. In her Telegram channel, she wrote that she was creating a paid Telegram channel where the entrance would cost 100,000 rubles. As soon as there's 1 million on our card, she will post a very candid video with Boombl4. She then continued telling that she has all sorts of videos with him when he was just using her services. So, the amount of content she has is enormous. Only money is needed. Fortunately, people did not fall for her next crazy idea, so no one paid her, and she said that she was not meant to happen, so no one will ever see it. As I read in the comments, people were ready to donate on the contrary to not see any type of hot videos from Boombl4 on the internet. Friends, we are watching the playoffs, so let's enjoy the incredible weekend. See you very soon!